What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Bets Today, the channel where we help you bet smarter, not harder. Today, we're tackling a massive topic that could completely change your betting game. The title says it all: how to make thousands betting on sports without relying on those flashy, high-risk parlays. I know, everyone loves the idea of turning a few bucks into a fortune with a 10-leg parlay. But let me ask you this: how many of those have you actually cashed? Yeah, thought so. The truth is, parlays are lottery tickets. They're exciting, but they are bankroll killers for most people. The sports books heavily promote them for a reason. They make a killing off them. But what if I told you there's a more consistent, more strategic, and ultimately more profitable way to build your bankroll? A way that the pros use every single day. If you're tired of those almost hit moments and want to start seeing real, steady returns, you need to stick around for this entire video. And hey, if you're serious about transforming your betting strategy, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button right now. We drop videos like this all the time to give you the edge, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. So, let's get right into the meat and potatoes. If not parlays, then what? The answer is simple: straight bets. Specifically, focusing on finding value in single game wagers. This is the bedrock of professional sports betting. It's not as glamorous, but trust me, it's where the real money is made. The key concept here is value. A value bet is when you believe the probability of an outcome is higher than the odds offered by the sportsbook. You're essentially betting on a price that's on sale. Finding this value is the real skill. It requires research, analysis, and a solid understanding of the sport you're betting on. Forget just picking the team you think will win. You need to ask yourself, are the odds given a fair representation of their chances to win? Sometimes the underdog at plus 150 has a much better shot than the odds suggest, and that's where you find your value. Let's break down how to actually find this value. It starts with doing your homework. This isn't just about looking at a team's win-loss record. You need to dig deeper. Look at recent form, head-to-head matchups, injuries, and even external factors like travel schedules or weather conditions. For example, in football, how does a West Coast team perform when they have to travel east for an early 1 p.m. kickoff? These little details create edges. Next, you need to understand the numbers. Don't just look at the odds. Try to convert them into implied probability. A minus 110 line, which is standard for spreads and totals, implies a 50% for percent chance of hitting. If your research leads you to believe a team has a 55% or 60% chance to cover the spread, you've found a value bet. This analytical approach separates the gamblers from the investors. You're not just hoping, you're making a calculated decision based on data. Now, let's talk about the most crucial part of this entire strategy: bankroll management. This is the glue that holds everything together. Without it, even the best sports bettors in the world would go broke. The golden rule is to use a flat betting approach. This means you bet the same amount, or unit, on every single wager. Regardless of how confident you are, a standard unit size is typically 1% to 2% of your total bankroll. So if you have a $1,000 bankroll, your unit size would be $10 or $20. This might sound small, but it's designed to protect you from the inevitable losing streaks. Every bettor has them. By betting a small, consistent percentage, you ensure that a few bad losses won't wipe you out. It allows you to withstand the variance of sports betting and stay in the game long enough for your edge to materialize into profit. This discipline is what separates the winners from the losers in the long run. Parlays encourage you to risk it all. This strategy teaches you to build it all, brick by brick. So let's put it all together into a real action plan. First, ditch the parlays as your main strategy. Save them for tiny, fun wagers if you must, but don't count on them for profit. Second, pick one or two sports you know inside and out and focus your research there. Become an expert. Third, develop a system for finding value. Use stats, models, or just deep, thorough analysis to find odds that don't match reality. And finally, and most importantly, implement strict bankroll management. Define your unit size and stick to it religiously. It's a grind. It takes patience and discipline. But this is how you build a bankroll into the thousands over time. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You're aiming for a consistent 55% win rate on your straight bets, which, with proper management, will generate significant, sustainable profit. It's the real secret to success that sportsbooks don't want you to know. Thanks for sticking with me today. I hope this pulls back the curtain on how to approach sports betting like a business instead of a lottery. If you found this video helpful and you're ready to start your journey to profitable betting, please give this video a thumbs up and, most importantly, subscribe to Bets Today. We're committed to giving you the tools you need to succeed. Drop a comment below and let me know your biggest takeaway from this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.